the genesis, how it all started for you in the real estate sector, sir?
Well, thank God for Almighty that God finally helped me to choose my path and gave me the right direction to where I'm supposed to be. I was a banker before. I worked at Oceanic Bank. After the tsunami that hit every one of us off the banking sector, I went for a seminar where they were giving us lectures on real estate development and how we could get involved and invest into real estate. Well, we had those seminars. After the seminar, the company requested for freelancers to register with them, and I put up my attention and I told them I'm interested in working with them, which is Nice Dream Properties. After some time, I was opportune to sell a couple of units for them from Mowe Properties and down to Agbara, down to Ibejuleki. After then, I established mine and I started sourcing for properties on the island. And to God be the glory, we got our clients coming in with those their portfolios and we're managing for them. And God has been so merciful due to our intelligence and our integrity and our uprightness. We've been delivering to customers and they are happy where they have their properties, and we consult for a lot of companies that are doing well in the real estate arms, and we consult for individuals and companies too. We advise them on which real estate portfolio they should invest in time to time. And to God be the glory to my company was part of the company that started the shortlets apartments in Lagos, Nigeria. And today, shortlet is everywhere. Everybody wants to go into the business. We started over like 12, 13 years ago, where the business was not known to a lot of industries and a lot of individuals. And today, shortlet is almost everywhere in Nigeria. And we are going into a new model now, the share office model, where we notice young entrepreneurs are trying to come up, but they don't have the capital to be able to rent a premises for themselves. So what we are doing is that we are pairing them together to be able to, those that have like minds and businesses that are looking towards the same drive, we're trying to pair them together to be able to give them a startup point for them to be able to run their businesses successfully. Well, my advice to most of them, because real estate is a stage, it's very, very vast and wide. Real estate has different sectors. They have different areas you can venture in. There's the material area, where if you say, okay, I want to go into real estate just to handle material supplies like cement, building materials, you don't even have to have the capital for you to even start those businesses. That's what most people don't know. I will just employ most of them. If you are able to get a seminar on real estate, try as much as possible to attend them. It helps in exposing more. I can't teach you everything at a go. Maybe one of these days I'm going to organize a seminar to train youths on how to venture into real estate with zero kobo. Because I entered real estate with less than nothing. It was just that I made myself available and they gave me their portfolio and I started marketing those portfolios, trying to let people see the advantage of them investing into this portfolio to be able to raise passive income. So definitely, real estate has the agency arm, we have the material arm, and we have the developmental arm. So it's a stage. Now, I ventured into the agency arm because I think I could venture better and I could do well in that aspect. And I started meeting individuals, talking to church members, talking to pastors. Please, I can handle your property. We do this, we do that. We're selling this XYZ property. If you're interested, these are the benefits it can bring in the next couple of years. And the one that believed in me believed and they ventured. And today they are smiling to their banks because most of those properties they bought at the rate of 500, 600 are way more than 10 million today, 10, 15 years ago. So there's no business you can put such money that within those short period of time, you are getting that turnover sincerely. There are some property I bought for some owners at the age of 20 million then. Today, those properties are going for 84 million. And they've collected rent on those properties for the past 10 years. So if you do the mathematics, real estate is still the surest way to invest, no matter how small. Nowhere is too far. If you go to Ogun State, definitely everybody has his own level. You can start from there. You can start from even Osun State. You can start from even Ikorodu. You can start from Ibejuleki. You build up to the high ends. You build from the low ends to the high ends. And that's what I'm doing. I've been building from the low ends and I'm moving to the high ends. So we've moved from agency down to development. There was a time I was into materials, we're into toilet accessories. We're selling toilet matters. Anything in your toilet, jacuzzi, steam baths, toilet wares, you get it from us. But now we've gone into development. We are now developing and selling properties and leasing them out to people that are willing to get hold of them.
The real estate sector industry, do you see any, how would I say, is it intertwined in any way with the waterfront?
Definitely, every community in the world, every waterfront community in the world, attracts tourists, attracts investors, attracts funds, attracts governments. If you can notice what is happening in Lagos, is because of the waterfront. Most of our investors like staying like the white men. If you notice, they live very close to where it's very cool and calm because of their own environment. They usually have cold, snow almost around the year. So most of them like staying at the waterfront where the heat will not really be much on them. So what they do is that, imagine someone coming with hard-earned currency, coming to your community in numbers to open businesses, to live with you. Do you think everybody in that community will not share out of the wealth? Definitely everybody in the community. So the waterfront encourages businesses because all these ships coming from abroad, bringing trade and commerce into the country, they come through those axes. And definitely there's even a natural phenomenon when we did economics, that when you want to cite your company, you cite your company nearest to the material or nearest to your supply or nearest to your commodity where you can easily get your raw materials. So definitely, most of these investors that come to open factories and companies in Nigeria want to site their company close to the waterfront where the ships can come in with their materials. It will not cost them much to move those materials to the hinterland before they could manufacture the goods, because it will make it more cheaper for the locals to be able to afford and buy if their factories are closer to the waterways. So imagine the Dangote refinery. On my own thoughts and my own solution to the congestion that is going to happen there, because we are having under Apapa in a brew. We are brewing under Apapa very, very soon. In the next 5 years, that place will be congested, badly congested. So the waterways is a better way for them to establish their means of transportation, moving those goods away from there, like the petroleum products. We can have barges, we can have small trucks, small trawlers that will push those crude oil away from there down to this Ikorodu axis, where we have the hinterland. They will now get a site where definitely they can offload them, and these trailers can come in and pick them off. It's going to work easily like that than taking the trailers down to that point and be able. So I'm giving investors ideas on what they can do. They can open a jetty here, whereby those ships will come and offload in the jetty, and from there they transload to the trailers. Because if we say every trailer to go down there, it will be difficult. And don't forget, we are building the 4th mainland bridge across Ikorodu. So definitely the trailers will have easy access out of Ikorodu down to their destination. Those going to the hinterland like Kanu, Sokoto, Meduguri, and Co. You don't expect them to all come and pile up at the Dangote refinery to be able to pull out their commodities. it will be very, very, very difficult for us to manage.